Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
I'm Jessica.
And today we're going to go over the film Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Which, if you guys haven't seen the film, we're going to be doing a spoiler review. So, yeah. Don't watch this entire video if you don't want to be spoiled. But, for you guys that haven't seen it yet and just want our general opinion, I thought it was fine. If you like the last one, you'll enjoy this one.
Yeah. That was good. Even the second time watching it.
Yeah, she only saw it twice. Shinji's having fun with his little TIE fighter down there. I only got to see it the one time. Though I found out some information that kind of made my one complaint about the movie not as big of a complaint anymore. Moving into spoiler realm, that's where they got all the dinosaurs from for Jurassic World was from Site B.
Yeah, but Rexy was there. I'm confused.
Yeah, because, what was it? Because you were telling me, like, that the Spinosaurus wasn't originally on Site B, for, say, when the Lost World happened, but InGen created it and then introduced it into the ecosystem. Yeah, well, I guess they did that to quite a few things.
It was Dr. Wu's supposedly first experiment that, of a hybrid or whatever, that kind of went wrong. Big mistake. Yeah,
well, I guess they made a few of them. So the ecosystem got messed up on Isla Sorna was Site B, yeah. Right? Nublar is Site 1. So a lot of the dinosaurs were saved by taking them back to Site 1. He just likes to whip things around, doesn't he? So yeah, so that was my one complaint, because throughout the entire movie they made it seem like Site B wasn't a thing. But they never explained why Site B wasn't a thing anymore. And it's not explained in Jurassic World, to my understanding. Like, we literally rewatched all of them until we went and saw the film. No mention of it.
No. We didn't know what the heck was...
Which makes me sad because...
Site B.
Yeah, there's not going to be another Site B movie. So...
I don't understand.
Wah, wah, wah. How come there wasn't a Spinosaurus then? Like, do you think the Spinosaurus would have made it back to the island? Well, anyways, getting into the film, I personally thought it was pretty good.
Good.
For me, though, I think a lot of it was, like, I liked a lot of sections in the movie. Some better than others. Like, personally, my favorite section is still at the beginning of the movie. Yeah, where they're trying to get the Indominus Rex bone.
Oh, God!
He's like, I got to be in these videos. We're at Daddy's. It's at Daddy's house, so I have to be a part of this. Loving me.
Really?
Yes. The beginning of the movie was awesome. Especially with, like, the Mesozoic, or the Mesozoic, the Mosasaur, and with the T-Rex, and how it was done more in, like, a horror movie.
Well, yeah, that's the whole aspect of this one was supposed to be, is kind of make it more scary.
But, like, with the Mosasaur part, I especially like how the back, like, it was always, like, a shadow of him you saw. And especially with the T-Rex, too, where the guys, like, they're yelling at him because they see something in the background. And then the guy's like, what? Can't hear anything. He just kind of just appears through the lightning flashes. Which I really think this franchise needs to do more of this stuff.
Yeah, that's why I liked the director for this one, but he's only doing this one, and...
I'm not really that upset that he's only doing this one. Because the one thing that kind of bothers me about this movie, because the other scenes that I liked pretty much everything with the mansion. I thought was cool. Weird that it's at a mansion. Like, why isn't this movie just Dino Crisis now? It's essentially what it became, right? Just Dino Crisis.
I don't know.
But I like that. Most of the island stuff was kind of eh. Except for the Brontosaurus scene, which is super depressing. Brontosaurus, I don't even care.
It's Brachiosaurus.
Anyways, where it's just standing on the dock, just all super sad, depressed. So it's just like, why did you leave me? Come back!
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That was it.
Dies in the flaming volcano. That part was depressing. Like, that was like... These usually movies don't have the feels. That kind of got there for a Jurassic Park film, which is weird.
Yeah.
Usually I'm just here for dinosaurs eating people. But yeah, the majority of the rest of the island was just kind of... eh.
I still like when Owen did get tranked and he was trying to waddle.
Yeah, like it was...
That was funny. I'm like, oh my god, just, like, you gotta get out.
Well, there's that. There's the baryonyx. The baryonyx scene.
Yeah, the baryonic sewer scene was pretty
Like,
good.
that one was alright.
Yeah,
It was pretty quick. Like, that's the thing. It was just like, the island was just like an afterthought. Because I thought maybe like that was going to drag out and there was going to be like a chase with the baryonyx. He's going to be more in the movie. Well, it was just like, he was only in that room. And then that was really it of the dinosaur. And then somehow it survives the lava and gets carried off.
Well, I can
By the
imagine
helicopters?
There was more than just one deer.
Yeah, there's like everything's deplenishing. They kind of know where that one is specifically. Because they locked him out of there. Which, again, like, the people turning on him. Like, this movie plot is literally a Saturday morning cartoon. Because with the plot, like, you have, like, the heroes get signed up to go save the dinosaurs so that they can move them onto a remote island that supposedly is around. But in the process of them trying to get the dinosaurs, they want to have Blue specifically for furthering their genetic experiments that they're having in the bottom of a mansion. And you find out that they want to sell the dinosaurs to help fund that, which... That plot sounds familiar. Like, I know I've heard that plot before. Not maybe with dinosaurs, but stealing things in order to fund an experiment. Like, that is easily, like, something I've seen in some kind of cartoon when I was a kid.
I don't know.
Which, again, leads to the Saturday morning plot. But they get fooled and turned on while they're on the island. But still make it off the island perfectly fine. Nobody catches on. Even though they literally, like, there's people in the back of the boat and they drive the car into the boat. But nobody thinks twice of the people who it is.
Yeah, but I can imagine there's the aspect of, you know, all the crap that they were focusing
but then
on.
they finally make it through. They get back to the mansion, get caught, not shot instantly, because we have to explain what's going on. Get locked up in a dungeon, which again... They explain while they're down there that they're supposed to be down the island, nobody's going to miss them, and they don't kill them second time. 2 opportunities already. And then the third one, when they're in the hallway, and he literally has to go on and on that the little girl's a clone.
Yeah.
Which that's the only one that I kind of understand, because the way the guy's character is. But still, third opportunity, you could just shot them and call it a day. It's not like you're going to hurt the kid. Again, Saturday morning cartoon, or even James Bond. In that sense. Yeah, it was just like pretty by the numbers in that regards. But the thing that's really nice about this plot, though, is because it really harkens back to a lot of those cheesy B movies and stuff I used to watch on the weekends, that it's really different for the series. I wish with these movies, though, since they're splicing dinosaurs, I wish they'd get a little more creative. Because we had Indominus Rex and now we have Endoraptor, which was kind of teased in the last movie. And I like, too, that was, like, the thing that solves the problem is they needed a mommy. That's why they needed Blue to be the mommy for the Endoraptor and subsequent other ones. Because they're going to use her for, like, the genome to make the next ones.
Yeah, well, they wanted her specifically to, obviously, make them empathetic and trainable and whatnot, like how she was.
Yeah.
And that's what, with this... prototype Endoraptor, he didn't have any of those traits.
No, I also like how he had a trait that was only in the movie so that it could get killed.
Wait, what?
Because they had that laser sight that it could sign other people and hit the sound, and it had to instantly go for it. Which is, guess what? How the monster died. It's not even really a dinosaur at this point. It's a monster. Technically, they're all monsters. In a sense, because they explain, like, they use, like, iguanas for, like, some, like, the raptors.
Yeah, like, even the raptor squad that, they're not purely velociraptor. I mean,
like, mixed with frogs and lizards and stuff. That's how they get the coloring.
And stuff like that, and they're, they're not only just using frog DNA to, like, how in the original Jurassic Park, they weren't, just filling it in there in order to make them.
Yeah, I wish they explained that in the last movie, too. Like, Dr. Wu goes over that portion. But I liked it. It was a cool little villain, though. Like, I actually didn't really mind. I like how he was playing with the one guy, which... God, I hated that Hunter. Like, he's just the most generic, boring dude ever.
I thought he would have been a little bit better,
Like, I want something closer to a Muldoon.
Hoping
Or even
that
just
he's
like the
gonna be-
Hunter from the Lost World.
Yeah, but they're all different. You know, but
Yeah, well, it's just like, hey, I'm just gonna be here because I need to stop this person every time, and I collect teeth
yeah.
for reasons never explained.
Well, he's
And then he
gonna
goes for the
he's
fudging
gonna-
super dangerous dinosaur teeth.
Well, because he wanted them for for a necklace he was gonna make as a trophy. Like, why the frick is it just teeth?
Yeah, why is it established that he's a trophy hunter, and why is it just teeth
Yeah,
in
that's
that
kind
regards? Like, he was a bit of a shallow character. Although I do enjoy how he died.
That was
With the
awesome.
whole playing with this, using the tail, and then the raptor was like smiling.
Yeah.
Which I wish it would have done more of that for the movie. Because I would like, especially with the scene when the girl was.
Well, that's the thing, is that the whole thing, we weren't sure if he was just literally toying with the girl or he was legitimately, like,
Well, the only
interested in her.
Well, the only scene that was really, I would say, interested, that makes you think interested anyways, is when she sneaks into the lab
Yeah,
and then backs up to the cage and it just kind of grazes her hair.
Ooh, what is that?
But then it smashes into the thing like it's trying to eat her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only real time that and like the Freddy Krueger scene with like her, like with the dinosaur going into the bed,
Mm-hmm.
which I think should have just like insta killed her there. But of course we gotta move the plot along. But firstly, I think it was just kind of stalking, more so than interested. But I really wish I would have kept like the creep factor up, like especially with the hair thing. Like it kind of got me excited for this guy to be like something very unique for the series, but it just kind of panned off and just running from dinosaur kind of things again. So what you gonna do? The villain fairly generic too.
Yeah, you already had a feeling he was going to kill the Lockwood.
Yeah, kind of. Well, initially, like I was thinking Lockwood might have been in it, but
Yeah.
once you kind of saw like the whole "I'm gonna go tell my grandpa" thing, that's when I was like, okay, that guy's oblivious
Yeah, exactly.
to what this guy's spending his
I mean,
money on.
He literally did want to redeem himself for what, how everything went. Everything.
Yeah, because the whole reason like him and Hammond weren't a thing anymore is because he cloned his daughter,
Yeah.
which like they never explained like remotely anything about the guy till this movie. Like he's just literally this whole entire plot of this movie was just made so this movie could be a thing. It's not like something previously was going on and then this is kind of like tying things together. That's probably the weakest thing about this movie is that it's kind of its own movie that didn't need to happen outside of explaining the Endoraptor a little bit more. The other thing that kind of bugs me about this movie too is the whole ending with the dinosaurs going on the loose and this is going to make a Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think they got that many dinosaurs off the island, and even with some of the ones that they sort of sold, because not all of them made it to the dealers, are they going to really be able to clone like that many different dinosaurs using just the one that they got to really make a
and
difference?
Also, not to mention who the heck got away with that suitcase of DNA with all the original dinosaurs. I'm gonna assume just the baddies. I mean,
Well,
I
it
can
was like
imagine
Dr. Wu
that
still
Doc-
got that, didn't he?
I think Dr.
Because
Wu
nobody
might have
really, they didn't
still
really
got-
sell the genes; they were just selling the dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, like unless like they are making more dinosaurs, I don't really know how it's gonna really make into something that's gonna like be very impactful. The only real kink in the chain would be the mosasaur. I imagine it could fudge things up a bit, but it's just the one mosasaur, so it's just gonna
Well, she's still gonna
kind of
freaking-
do its thing for a while.
Yeah, she's
The shark population's gonna hurt.
Well, anything in the ocean is gonna suck.
Well, it'd have to be like fairly large things. It's not just gonna eat some small, like tuna. They'd go for tuna, I'd imagine. But what it's foreboding for the next movie sounds way more ambitious than what they showed inside of the movie.
No.
But things I like the variety of dinosaurs in the movie. The animatronics, like Blue, I could have sworn was CG on the table. I know it's an animatronic.
Yeah, she's
But-
for real.
Yeah, she looked very lifelike for that. And what practical effects they use in the movie look great.
Yeah, I was super excited about them. Literally, they had well, even if it was just, obviously her front half that was uncovered for Rexy, obviously, she was an animatronic and she was awesome. and then with the full body.
I wish they could have had
glue.
him jumping through the mouth as it was closing instead of it being CG.
Well,
That would be cooler.
yeah, you don't want to get in those teeth. But yeah, and then, you know what? I kind of was hoping that they were legitimately made a full body Indoraptor. That's what it kind of looked like in the cage. But I'm not sure whether.
Yeah, the only thing I'm like 100% on is the close-ups.
Yeah, it was just mainly his head, you know, like almost like a bust wise, and of course his arm that went through the cage.
I'm still pissed that there was no Dilophosaurus in the movie. Stop licking my leg!
Yeah, it was just
I understand.
just a cameo again.
Was there even a cameo? Like, where was it? I don't remember it being in the movie.
Yeah, he was.
Where?
It was, you know, all those dioramas that.
Oh, that don't count.
That's a cameo.
That doesn't count. It didn't even look like it 100%. It don't count. Jurassic World barely counts because it's a hologram. One of the coolest dinosaurs, literally like my favorite dinosaur. Never any more except for the first one.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing.
Which is upsetting too, because like they use other scenes from the book, which Dilophosaurus was in the first book more than once. Because in the third movie is where you get the pterodactyl's cage from the first book. Where's my river of Dilophosauruses? Characters were good. Owen's still fine. So is Claire. The two new characters were kind of like. I think the girl was better.
Yeah, she did it. She did a better job, even though, you know.
The other guy was kind of annoying. Like,
but it was a funny kind of annoying.
You say it's funny. I say it's just annoying. Although I'm sad because I guess there's a deleted scene where you find out the girl was a lesbian. That would have been kind of cool to have in the movie. But it got cut. I don't know, it'd just be different. Again, like, I like different things happening in the movies. It's not like you had one of them beforehand.
Yeah.
So that, I think it would have made the movie a little bit more interesting, but I can see why it got cut. I don't know if it's right, but I can see why. The other thing that bugs me too, if they got the dinosaurs from Site B, like, why didn't the raptors look more like raptors at the end of 3? With the feathers and starting and stuff.
Well, that's what's been debated, is whether or not the tall grass raptors were the same as the
ones from the movie, the third movie.
One.
Well, I can also see those raptors being maybe genetically modified ones, like they were talking about.
Yeah, I think that's how I see it. That more reasonable, but people have been speculating that the tall grass raptors and the third movie raptors are one of the same. They just evolved, but I don't see how that.
I wasn't thinking that fast.
No, not exactly.
They only got feather. Well, I guess again, it all depends on the splicing, which would make me inclined to believe what they were saying about like the Spinosaur being genetically engineered and introduced in the island. Those raptors probably could have got introduced too. Because you figure with like the feathers and stuff, like that's way more inclined to like Indominus and Endoraptor. No, this movie just keeps telling you that cloning's a bad thing because clones ruin everything. That's all this movie's telling you. Dinosaurs are ruining everything, and then the little girl decides to ruin everything as well. Which I nailed that the first moment I saw that little girl is that she was a clone. Because there had to be some reason for her to be in the movie. Although the funny thing is where's the divorce angle in this movie? Yeah. She's a clone. Who divorced her? Or whose parents were divorced?
Yeah, that was...
Right?
That makes sense. All the Jurassic Park franchise movies have one thing common, besides for obviously the dinosaurs and what have you, is they're all divorce related. There's some kind of divorce aspect. Where the heck is this?
Yeah.
This was the first one that there was no divorce aspect.
Which I'm fine with because
besides for maybe Owen and Claire not being together anymore, but they weren't technically married.
They're not related to the kid at all.
No, exactly.
But then again, that's literally the worst thing about Jurassic World was the divorce angle from the first one because those kids.
Oh god.
Oh, it's still like it. The only scene I really hate is when the kid just randomly starts crying because their parents are getting divorced. I'm just like, You could have made this movie shorter by cutting the crap out of there. Would have been so much better, because now I gotta sit through this awkward little scene of the kid crying, the little brother, or the other brother just telling him to get toughen up, in a sense. And I'm trying to be sympathetic towards these kids, but they're really not making me be sympathetic towards these kids. Oh, I thought the third movie couldn't get worse. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. The movie's fine. I overall enjoyed the movie. I'll buy it when it comes out.
Yeah.
I liked it just as much as Jurassic World. I think the first Jurassic World was still better. Because just as a plot, it just kind of went smoothly through the entire movie. Granted, it had some goofy moments like with the Raptor ride and the T-Rex fighting the Dominus and stuff. But still, plot flows pretty smoothly. Well, this one jumps up into... Which, oh yeah, I forgot. I don't understand why they had to betray Owen and Claire when they could have just set it all up, grabbed the dinosaurs, sent them all on their merry little way, and then went and sold the dinosaurs, right? Like, the island could have been a thing, which I think would have been more interesting. So I like that it was at the mansion because it's different. They could have still had it, but have it be on the island that they were talking about. So then the dinosaurs could have been transferred over there, where they could have sold or tried to sell them off, but Claire and Owen would have got wins somehow.
Yeah.
Maybe at that point, after like the dinosaurs get sailed off or something, they start coming to conclusions and then go to the island and figure it out, and then that where the whole breakout thing, they get caught. Like, that would have made more sense to me than them trying to escape off the island into the people that were trying to kill them and not getting noticed because people were blind, I guess. Especially like with the whole like them like jumping around having to get the blood for the raptor because the T-Rex, since it has 3 toes, would be compatible. Well, anyways, I like how that just kind of determined the blood type, so we're good to go.
Like, oh, that's why they're in the crate with the T-Rex.
Makes sense. Like, I figure like again, like stowing away, like they had to stow away in there or something. Like, again, that makes more sense than riding the car into the back, and then everybody just watches the Brachiosaurus pass away.
Yeah.
They could have just went back too. They could have backed the boat back up. It would have been okay.
You wouldn't have been able to know.
I think it would have been better if it would have been a baby dinosaur. Though. As horrible as that sounds.
Yeah.
It's just like a little baby Brachiosaurus. Like, what's going on? Out the fire. I'm a horrible person. I don't know, like, I think I would have laughed more at that, though. I think, like, the big Brachio actually made me more sympathetic than the baby. Because the baby would be like, now you're trying way too hard. So, I guess it was fine. But again, I really would like to see, to conclude this, more stuff, like what they had with the mansion and what they had at the beginning of the movie, where it's more set up to be like a horror movie. Which I feel like that's just like, I want a Dino Crisis movie at this point. Like, that's really all I want. But it would be cool if, like, the movies could kind of move on to that.
I was kind of hoping for Dino Riders. Especially with the toy line that they made. Well, no, it was hilarious because with the kids.
That needs to be its own movie. We can't have that at Jurassic Park. We already had raptors riding dinosaurs. We can't have people riding them too. That's too far.
It's just what the toys for Imaginext, the Imaginext line kind of insinuated is that the T-Rex one, the big T-Rex one, had like friggin' armor and stuff and lasers coming. I was like, this is Dino Riders. Like, it has to be a thing.
We're gonna have like, what I would give for like a George Romero Dinosaurs and Cadillacs.
Oh yeah, that's
if that could still be a thing.
No,
Dinosaurs Riders needs to be its own thing. That is the goofball summer blockbuster movie that Michael Bay probably produces. That can't be a part of Jurassic Park. So yeah, again, like the movie. I'd say it's better than 3, but it's probably like my second least favorite out of the bunch. I still like, it's probably 1, 2, 4, 3, this one.
I think,
well, this one
in my
3.
opinion, it was like maybe Lost World. good. You know.
No, I still I am on guns that The Lost World is still a really good movie.
Yeah, no.
I still will watch that movie 100%.
I'm not saying that Jurassic World 2 was not good. It's not as good as the original, obviously. But it's not like as cheesy. It's a little more serious than the last Jurassic World.
I'd say this one's more goofy, to be honest.
I thought it was more serious.
In a sense.
And
Like, it has, like, serious scenes. But when he's, like, over the log,
the Stiggy
most everything having to do with the Stiggy, a big one.
That was a hilarious part. That was
the raptor teasing the guy with a smile on its face.
Yeah. They had some elements of cheese, but...
The clone kid. This movie, the last movie is a little more serious. Granted, not that much more serious, but a little more serious. But also, real quick, we have some new items that Jessica picked up, which we haven't opened yet. But what these were was when you went to the theaters, you're thinking Mexico?
No, this one's American.
America?
It's just, we never got these, and they were supposed to be an Indoraptor.
By the Zinc Group. Yeah, zincgroup.com.
Huh.
But
They're
head
popcorn.
opens up. They're popcorn containers. So there's a T-Rex. Rare.
There was supposed to be an Indoraptor one, but I think that one was Mexican. Possibly.
Yeah, I would.
But
Things that I would have loved. The only thing that sucks is you get like no popcorn in this thing though. That one you actually probably a little more.
But this one's actually Mexican.
Yeah, so you got the T-Rex and the Raptor egg.
Indoraptor egg. I'm going to...
No, that'd be Indominus.
Or maybe either one.
Right. Actually, what does that say on the front?
It's
Erlino Kaido? Kaido? I don't know. Small Kingdom, but I would assume it would probably be representing the scene from Jurassic World, where you see the egg cracking open with the other egg.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what that looks more like. But as a close-up real quick. Pretty cool. Top opens up.
on. Oh no.
And she broke it.
At the top.
Like, that one makes more sense. This one's just be sitting here just...
And the barcode on the back, which is kind of cool.
Not sure what we're going to use these for. Outside of just sitting on a shelf.
Cookie jar.
Yeah, I guess. Makes sense. But what do you guys think? Have you guys seen Jurassic World? Fine, you want up your geese. Let us know in the comment section below what you guys thought of Fallen Kingdom. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.